Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Baylor Bears, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To the air. It's Bargava. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
First down and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the receiver's got it. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown for the U. Offense setting the tone early. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back. touchback. He'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after just a short gain. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught on the outside. It's Knight.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a 4th down and short situation. But man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Willis. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw. It's Spargova. Finds the receiver wide open. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And time they're able to tack on the extra point. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 14, Baylor 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The offense already has one fourth-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Ball handed off. Running with purpose. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The game makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype, the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They're going to run it here. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, 3rd down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the 1st down. Unbelievable call.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. He missed it. After the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least. 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
1st down here. The offense has time for 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. 1st down here for this offense. To throw, it's Bargava. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That one moves the ball across the 40. And the Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Breaking tackles. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. This time, a completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Bargava. He'll take a deep shot here. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense has got to do a better job of being aware of where this receiver is. He can hurt you anytime he wants downfield if you give him that opportunity.
He's running out of time here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Now the 40, the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Baylor. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, it's a big stop here by this defense. Tie game, just getting into the second half. Made some good adjustments. Good awareness there on that 3rd down play. And now it sets up the 4th down.
No surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And in first down, right back to the running game.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that one produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's third down after that run. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend to get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the sideline. It's Knight. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Try and muscle for the first down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught on the outside. It's Knight. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this 3rd down, but he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
First and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
Long enough and good. And with that, they regain the lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Willis. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Scanning the field, it's Spargava. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And this defense reeling after giving up that big play, responds immediately with a sack.
Yeah, on the previous play, the offensive line did their job. They held up. Nice job in pass protection to give the quarterback time to make the throw. The very next play, the defense has had enough. This time they win the battle up front and get to that quarterback and come up with that sack.
And the defense brings him down.
Well, to be able to make a run in the postseason in games like this, you got to have a quarterback that's got a hot hand. We saw that in the 1st half, and here to open up the 2nd half, this quarterback continues to play at a different level.
Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Canes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Bears. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
24, Miami, 14.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock, and they do that again. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense makes their way on the field. To throw, it's Bargava. Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. Number the ball to the 25-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
The Hurricanes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking downfield. It's Bargava. He's got it near the end zone. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's down at the 3-yard line. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Now, you know, this touchdown, it actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the 2-point play. You got to hit it to make it a 1-possession game.
So the touchdown was big, but they need this 2-point conversion to make it a 1-score game. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he'll be stopped short of the goal line. The try fails, and this is still a 2-score differential. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The shotgun handoff here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Important 2nd down play coming up. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.